For over 100 years, the definition of ultra-luxury has been dictated by a very small, very arrogant cartel of European manufacturers. We have been conditioned to believe that the pinnacle of automotive engineering can only be spoken with a German accent or a stiff British upper lip. Rolls-Royce, Bentley, and Mercedes-Maybach have sat comfortably on their thrones, convinced that their heritage was an impenetrable shield against the rest of the world. They grew lazy, they grew complacent, and in their arrogance, they made a fatal mistake. They began to abandon the very soul of what made them great. Look at what is happening in Europe right now. Mercedes-Benz is committing brand suicide by ripping the V8 engines out of their flagship AMG models and replacing them with sterilized 4-cylinder hybrids. Rolls-Royce is quietly unplugging the V12 to force a silent, electric future upon clients who never asked for it. They are retreating into regulation and shame. But while the West apologizes for its engineering prowess, China has been watching and waiting. Welcome back to Drive and RPM. Today, we are not looking at a mere luxury saloon. We are witnessing a geopolitical assassination attempt on the Western automotive establishment. This is the Hongqi Guoya. It is the crown jewel of the mysterious and majestic Golden Sunflower series, a sub-brand designed explicitly to steal the ultra-wealthy clients of the Middle East and Asia away from Goodwood and Stuttgart. And the most terrifying part for the Europeans, it does not arrive with a silent electric motor or a shameful downsized engine. It arrives with a thunderous 4.0-liter twin turbocharged V8 that China developed in-house, specifically to humiliate the Europeans who are too afraid to build them anymore. This car is proof that the old world is dead. The new world is here, and it is wrapped in better leather than yours. Before we dissect the machine, we must understand the strategy, because this is where Mercedes lost the plot. Mercedes diluted the Maybach brand by slapping the logo on everything from SUVs to electric crossovers. Hongqi has done something different. They have created the Golden Sunflower sub-brand. This is their equivalent of the Toyota Century. But on a global scale, the Guoya is not just a top-trim Hongqi. It is a bespoke architectural statement. The logo on the steering wheel is not the standard Hongqi script. It is the Golden Sunflower emblem. This signifies that this vehicle is reserved for heads of state, captains of industry, and those who find a Bentley flying spur too common. The design language is unapologetically Imperial. The front fascia is dominated by a massive waterfall grille with active shutter technology. But look closer. The grille slats are designed to mimic the flow of water cascading down a mountain. It is organic, whereas the Rolls-Royce Phantom grille is rigid and industrial. The headlights utilize digital light processing, DLP technology, derived from cinema projectors. These are not just lights. They are high-definition projectors capable of painting symbols, navigation warnings, and greeting animations onto the tarmac with millions of micro mirrors. While Audi brags about laser lights, the Guoya is literally projecting a cinema show on the road. Let us speak plainly about the engine, because this is where the ideological war is being fought. In the boardrooms of Munich and Stuttgart, executives are obsessing over carbon neutrality. They are stripping the soul out of their cars. The Guoya ignores this completely. Under that cathedral-like bonnet sits a massive 4.0-liter twin turbocharged V8 hybrid powertrain. This is the CA6G T01 engine, developed entirely by the FAW Group. It produces over 480 horsepower natively, but when combined with the hybrid system, the total system output ensures that this 5.3-meter Leviathan moves with the urgency of a cruise missile. Why a hybrid V8? This is the genius part. The electric motor is not there to save the planet. It is there for torque fill. In a traditional V8, there is a microsecond of lag while the turbos spool up. In the Guoya, The electric motor fills that gap instantly with 100% torque at 0 RPM. The result is a linear acceleration curve that mimics a naturally aspirated V12. It delivers that endless, deep well of Pinet waftability that Rolls-Royce used to be famous for. It is paired with an 8-speed automatic transmission that is calibrated not for shift speed, but for imperceptibility. The goal was to make the gear changes physically undetectable to the human inner ear. While Mercedes is putting 4 cylinders in their AMGs, Hongqi is proving that the V8 is not dead. It just moved to China. Power is nothing without isolation. The benchmark for ride quality has always been the Mercedes S-Class magic body control. The Hongqi Guoya takes that concept and refines it for Chinese road conditions, which are often more punishing than German autobahns. The vehicle sits on a bespoke multi-link suspension architecture supported by intelligent dual-chamber air springs and electromagnetic dampers. But the hardware is only half the story. The car uses a stereo camera system mounted in the windscreen to scan the road surface 500 times per second. It builds a 3D topographic map of the tarmac ahead. Before the front wheels even reach a pothole or a speed bump, the computer has already softened the compression damping and released air from the spring to absorb the impact. It preemptively reacts to the road. The result is a sensation of nautical floating. The car does not drive over bumps, it smothers them. It creates a complete detachment from the outside world. Furthermore, the chassis rigidity is class-leading, utilizing gigacast aluminum sections to reduce low-frequency vibration. You could drive this car over a cobblestone street in Rome while balancing a house of cards on the rear tray table, and it would likely remain standing. If the mechanics are impressive, the interior is where the avec, old money argument of Rolls-Royce falls apart completely. For years, British manufacturers told us that true luxury means analog dials, and screens are vulgar. Mercedes went the opposite direction with the hyperscreen, turning their cabins into cold glass houses. The Hongqi Guoya rejects both extremes and introduces mechanical theater. The centerpiece is the world's first automotive flexible rollable OLED display. When the vehicle is dormant, the dashboard is a clean, uninterrupted landscape of hand-polished lacquer and leather. There is no black square of death, but the moment you ignite that V8 engine, the dashboard comes alive. The screen literally unfurls and rises from within the architecture, stretching out like a digital scroll being opened by an emperor. This is a flex, pun intended. It demonstrates a mastery of flexible materials science that European suppliers are still struggling to mass produce. It transforms the act of starting the car into an event. And it's not just the screen. The augmented reality heads-up display, AR HUD, projects navigation arrows that appear to be painted directly onto the road 20 meters ahead of the car. It is a seamless integration of digital information and physical reality that makes the static, plastic interior of a Bentley flying spur feel outdated. But let's be honest, the owner of a Hongqi Guoya does not drive. He is driven. The rear compartment of this vehicle is not a car seat. It is a mobile stateroom. The wheelbase is massive, allowing for what Hongqi calls zero-gravity posture, with the touch of a single button made of real jade. The front passenger seat folds away, the rear ottoman deploys, and the rear seat reclines to a precise angle designed to reduce pressure on the spine to near zero. The seats themselves utilize a 12-layer construction structure, topped with semi-aniline leather that is sourced from high-altitude herds to ensure no insect bites or imperfections scar the hide. The massage function is not the weak vibration you get in a BMW. It uses heated ceramic rollers to mimic the hot stone therapy of a high-end spa. The center armrest is a command center. It houses a dedicated refrigerator capable of holding 2 bottles of champagne at precisely 4 degrees Celsius. It also features a bespoke scent system. Unlike the chemical perfumes in Western cars, the Guoya uses natural fragrances extracted from traditional Chinese herbs and woods, sandalwood, agarwood, designed to lower the heart rate of the occupants. It is holistic luxury. And the silence. The Guoya features active noise cancellation technology that emits anti-frequencies through the 30-speaker sound system to cancel out road roar and wind noise. It is quieter at 100 kilometers per hour than a Rolls-Royce Phantom is at idle. Finally, we must talk about the details that prove the philosophical depth of this machine. Rolls-Royce will sell you wood veneer. Hongqi sells you history. The trim options include Chinese Lacquer, a technique that takes dozens of layers and months of hand polishing to achieve a depth that plastic-coated wood can never replicate. The control knobs feature real jasper and jade inlays. These are semi-precious stones that represent wisdom and power. But the ultimate detail is the hood ornament. The red flag is retractable, but its angle is calibrated precisely to 23.5 degrees. Why? Because 23.5 degrees is the exact tilt of the Earth's axis. The designers are stating that this car is aligned with the planet itself. It symbolizes cosmic balance. It brings a level of esoteric storytelling to the design that makes the competition look secular and purely industrial. So, what are we witnessing here? Is the Hongqi Guoya just a curiosity? Absolutely not. This car has already launched in the Middle East. It is parking directly next to the Phantoms in Dubai. It is challenging the petrodollar luxury market in its own backyard. The existence of the Hongqi Guoya proves that the monopoly is over. For decades, the West taught the East what luxury was. We exported our leather, our wood, and our engines. Now, the axis has shifted. China has taken the lessons, mastered the manufacturing, and added a layer of technology and cultural confidence that the Europeans have lost. The Guoya offers the V8 engine that Europe is killing. It offers screen technology that Europe hasn't mastered. And it offers a level of material richness that makes the buttons in a Mercedes S-Class look like they came from a toy shop. The aristocracy in Goodwood should be terrified. The red flag has risen, and the era of Western automotive dominance is officially over. This is Drive and RPM. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the new world order of luxury, smash that like button and subscribe. Tell me in the comments, would you take the Chinese V8 Emperor? Or are you sticking with the downsizing Europeans? I'll see you in the next video.